And we are back at Up North at 4. We are saying hi to Geoff, touching base with him all the way from Maine about his experience with the solar eclipse today. Hi, Geoff.
Hey, Geoff.
Hey, Agnes, how are you? Hey, Dan, I got to geek out today and experience a total solar eclipse. It was amazing. You know, it's that moment in time when you get to kind of look into the clockwork of the universe, and we saw that here with totality for about 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
So it was complete darkness there, pretty much. What was that like? What were people around you experiencing? How are they showing their response to the situation?
Yeah, it's a moment. I would say I'm over here in Houghton, Maine. I work occasionally for our sister station in Bangor. I'm in Houghton, which had tens of thousands of people here. The entire national media is here. You know, NASA is here. The Weather Channel, they're all here because this was the last place, basically, in the U.S. to experience the total solar eclipse. And I got to say, you know, I've been through one before, so it wasn't new for me, but it's that moment in time when the place went dark, except for like a light hue on the horizon. And, you know, it's some people find it kind of geeky, some people find it spiritual, some people find it fun. I would say there was a moment of silence across the crowd, and then there was clapping, and then we're all kind of looking around like, this is cool. You know, so it really was kind of a thing. And it's that one kind of moment in time, too, Dan, where, you know, humanity comes together, kind of like a Super Bowl where, you know, we're all experiencing the same thing for the first time, you know, and it's just fun, right? And so we all came together.
Geoff, I gotta say, you are looking tan.
You know, it's hot here today. Like temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. There is not a cloud in the sky. We did a 2-hour nonstop special for our sister station over here in Maine, and I was in the sun the entire time. So if my face is looking a little red, it's because I probably am a little red. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe put on some sunscreen when you have a second, Geoff. You know, I'm curious. The first thing that I thought of was like the traffic. Was the traffic crazy there? Is it like packed to the gills in that small town?
Oh, it was nutso. You could hardly walk anywhere. In fact, driving up here, there was wall-to-wall traffic for probably 80 miles. You know, and just think about this, though. This is, you know, kind of think back to your first kiss, right? You remember it. It's memorable. And this, for a lot of people, will be that, because this, in Maine, we'll get the best pictures out of this today because we had perfectly blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. This will be in textbooks forever, and we're going to teaching a complete generation of students about solar eclipses. So there's an educational part to this as well as a fun part. But yes, Dan, there were tens of thousands of people in this tiny town of Houghton, Maine, and they were dressed up like aliens. They were dressed up like bears. I mean, there was a lot of that going on. You know, NASA is right there. I see them right over here, and they're still kind of taking pictures of things. So to be a part of that has been kind of cool all day long.
So was it better than your first kiss or worse?
Let's just say both are memorable.
Well, Geoff, did you wear the glasses? Geoff, did you wear the glasses?
Oh, yes. You have to wear the glasses because they are, you know, a necessity. If you look into the, you know, the corona of the sun, you can damage your eyes. But there was that moment here for 3 minutes and 22 seconds where it was black. It was black, and you look up, and there was the moon in front of the sun. And just the science, the astronomy that goes into how that happened and how rare it is in the universe, and to be a part of that was amazing. And you look up, and it's dark, and your shadow does weird things. And everybody's kind of like silent. What also happens is the birds for a minute started flying around and taking off just before it went to totality, and then the temperature dropped like 10 degrees. So we felt that not only was the crowd like silent, you feel that atmosphere changed, and you look up and here's this, you know, fantastic thing happening in the universe. You know, that happened today, and I got to be a part of it.
That is super cool, Geoff. Thank you for your report from Bangor. We're going to hear from you at our 5 p.m. show as well. But thank you, and it sounded like you had a blast.
We'll see you later.
Okay, we'll be right back after the break.